Hey friends, Gypsy Spirit here, aka Rhonda Ferguson. If you don't know, I have been married to my high school sweetheart for over 33 years. Yes, we did separate at the 10-year mark, but we miraculously got back together, and that's a whole nother story. But anyways, I was just jotting down advice, marriage advice or partner advice, relationship advice that I would want to share and get out in the world to help you have a successful marriage or relationship, partnership, whatever. So I came up with 8 ingredients for a great relationship. And I hope you would grab a pen and paper, hopefully an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Pause the video if you need to, and let's get to work. Take some notes so that I can help you be successful wherever you're at in your life. So, here we go. Number 1, know that you have an egotistical mind and know how it was created. So, if you have ever said, there's a part of me that feels like this, I want to let you know that other part of you that's not you, even though you say it's a part of me, it feels like it's a part of you because you've listened to this voice and these feelings for your whole life. It feels like a part of you. So, number 1, you need to know you have an egotistical mind that you call there's this part of me. So what I want to do to prove this point is I want you to get an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And I want you to fold it the sides inward. You've probably done this in elementary school when you had to take probably a spelling test. Okay, I want you to make 3 columns. Now, once you've got your 3 columns, I want you to label it, title it, give each column a heading. So, the first column, I want you to label it the angry protector. The angry protector. That's the first, or that's one part of your ego. In the middle, I want you to write true self or true divine self and awareness. True divine self awareness. And on the final column, I want you to write fearful victim. Fearful victim. Okay. So let's just start in the middle with your true self. And by the way, this is what I teach my clients. And it's actually been quite brilliant because when they can see it on paper, I'm realizing that most people are visual learners. When they can see it on paper, it makes total sense to them and they cannot deny what I'm saying is true. So in the middle, your true divine self, let's start listing some of your characteristics. You are love. So you can just write the word love. Write joy. Peace. Gentle. Kind. Empathetic. Compassionate. This does seem like a spelling test, doesn't it? Patient. Encouraging. Supportive. Intentional. Dedicated. Persistent in loyalty. Persistent in loyalty. Consistent. And finally, oneness. Oneness. So, we could add many, many more, but that's a great list to get you started to know what you truly are. Now let's go over to the angry protector and make a list of those characteristics. How about frustrated, bitter, angry, resentful, unforgiving, narcissistic, superiority complex, and finally, the word copes. The angry protector helps us to cope with different difficult experiences and trauma. Now let's do the final column, your fearful victim. Stressed, you can write down stressed, anxious, doubts, worries, fears, guilt or guilty, shame or shameful, regrets or regretful, not good enough, embarrassed. Finally, a victim mentality. Woe is me. Everything bad happens to me. So there you have it. You have your list of your characteristics, your true self, and that part of you that's your egotistical mind, which is really your subconscious mind that's been created throughout your life through different experiences, trauma, things you've gone through. When you go through something fearful, the fearful victim gets in there with all the thoughts, worries, fears, stress, anxiety, and then your angry protector comes to the rescue with frustration and bitterness and anger, and we're going to fight. You can also write fight on that. Fight and flight. Copes. Okay, so now that we see it, we can move on to number 2, which is to do your inner healing on your trauma. So, just to give you a quick run through, what does that look like? That it's just processing what you're feeling and what you're thinking. So let's say like you start feeling stressed. And you, the true divine you, the awareness of that thought and feeling goes, wow, I feel stressed. To process it, all you do is write out the situation. Why are you stressed? What's the situation? And then number 2, how's it affecting you? Well, it's causing me to worry. It's causing me to be anxious, to be short-tempered, to be impatient. You know, how's it affecting you? How's it affecting your relationship? And then number 3, which tends to be the hardest for people because the other part of you, the ego, the angry protector, and the fearful victim always speak first. So the question I'll ask you, what is the truth about that situation, about you, about the other person involved? Now, the other part of you, your ego, is going to speak first and either say, I don't know what the truth is, or it's going to come up with like a superficial truth that's not going to really bring you peace. So hear the initial response in your mind to whatever it is, and then push that away and dig deeper. What is really the truth? Is it that things always work out? I don't know what's going to come to your mind. This is when people have to come into the office or schedule a session with me, and I help them to get to the truth a lot of the times. But I'm going to tell you, you have an amazing power, a Christ consciousness within you. That's what you are. You are the awareness. You are the truth. You know the truth. It's just covered up by that egotistical mind. But if you recognize what they want to say, push them away and dig deeper, you will find the truth. So that's number 2. Process. Do inner healing. I call it heart surgery. Number 3, on our list of ingredients for a great relationship. Know your true divine self and live from that power of awareness. So you are the awareness of those other parts of you. They're not really parts of you, but they feel like it. You're the awareness of that egotistical mind. So just pay attention to when you feel frustrated or bitter or angry or stressed or anxious or doubt, whichever one on those lists. Pay attention and then take care of it. Live in awareness of what you truly are. I could add to this list too that you are fit, you are healthy, you are financially free, you live an abundant life. Whatever, I could totally add all these truths to your true divine self list. I need you to do that, and then I need you to start aligning your life with who you truly are. Even though those little sabotagers, your fearful victim and angry protector, are going to get in there with excuses of I can't, I don't feel like it, I don't want to. You got to push past that and make a life in alignment with who you truly are. Let's move to number 4. Now they're going to go quicker. Number 4. Communicate, be vulnerable, honest, transparent. Every week, my husband and I are committed to having a coffee date where we get open, honest, vulnerable, transparent, share what we're feeling, and we work through it. Number 5, intimacy. We should definitely be intimate with our partner at least twice a week. But you should also have a crazy sexy night. And I'm not going to go into detail what that's about, but you can incorporate lingerie or toys or videos or whatever you want. But it should be a fun, maybe it's a tantric night. It should be fun and exciting. Number 6, be a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. You should have a project or something you're working on, whether it's you're planning a trip or there's something you're working on in the house. For my husband and I, we have a plumbing business, so we work on that together. We do work on trips. We do work on projects on our house. We're building another structure outside our home for an Airbnb. We co-parent our grandchildren. Like, we have a lot of things that we're working on together. Teamwork makes the dream work. And so many marriages and partnerships and relationships fail because we drift apart and we focus on our own stuff. You've got to have things that you're working on together. Number 7, play, play, play. Have a flirty, fun spirit with your partner, but you also need to play. Make life an adventure. Make it exciting. Do little hikes and things, bike rides on the weekend. Go to the beach. Go to the mountains. Plan little trips throughout the year. Try to save up and plan for a bigger trip throughout the year. But play, 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 or else you're going to fall into a rut, or your partner is, to live to work instead of you're just working so you can go live. Work hard and play harder. Okay. Number 8. We are on the last one already. Wow. Accept and appreciate your partner, your spouse, and don't feel like you need to try to change them or even to try to change them, because it's not going to happen. It's going to be counterproductive. If you feel like there's something about your spouse that needs changing, it's actually something in you that needs the attention and the changing and the processing and the inner healing. So take that thing that you think you need your spouse to change about themselves, or you want to change about them, and look at yourself and see how you really deeply struggle with the same thing, but your ego's not letting you see it. It's letting you project that on them and think it's just them when it's really something in you that you're struggling with. And I promise you, if you heal that thing within you, what they're saying, what they're doing won't bother you so much. That's it. That's 8 ingredients for a great relationship, marriage, partnership, And I hope this was helpful, and Gypsy Spirit signing off. Love you guys. Bye.